What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and welcome on back to Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And last episode, so much stuff went down. Gustave, unfortunately, is no longer with us, but we do have this new guy now. We have Verso. He's signing on, and he's from the first expedition, knows the Whitehead man. And to be honest, this guy must go crazy because he's the only person we've seen the entire game that could even remotely mess with the Whitehead man. I figured at the start of this episode we'd actually take a look at some of his stuff, so I wonder how many weapons we have for him. Oh, he just uses Gustave's stuff. Oh, and now they have level stuff. I wonder, the fact that none of Gustave's weapons had any level increases on them should have been a great hint to me that he was gonna die. But it didn't register in my mind at all. I thought I was just getting unlucky, or maybe he didn't have any. But he uses all Gustave's stuff, and now they have rank increases. Um, so what do we have here? This is 50% increase base damage in rank D. The fuck is rank D? No damage increase on other ranks. Base attack and rank D recover 20 health. Don't lose rank when taking damage from powerless enemies. One perfection on hitting a powerless enemy. So he's gonna have a new mechanical system like CL has, it looks like. But his is with ranks and perfection. Casting a light skill increases damage of next physical skill cast by 50% and vice versa. When hit, lose one perfection instead of one rank. Apply rush on rank S. That looks kinda cool. So he has a sword and a dagger. Rank can't be lower than C. Base attack gives 4 perfection. Parrying gives 2 perfection. This one still doesn't have an element. Sakura. Can't lose perfection or damage increase from rank. And then this doesn't do anything either. That's 371. We have agility and luck scaling with him. That's agility and luck. Vitality, agility, vitality. Agility and luck, and that's just a B in vitality. So this is agility and luck. I don't know what any of the perfection stuff. Let's see if we hit the flag, if we can get any hints on how he plays from this. So we have 25 skill points right off the bat. Perfect recovery, increases health and dispels statuses. Marking shot. Okay, so you have Gustave's abilities. Excuse me. Um Deals low target single fizz damage. Paradigm shift. Deals low physical single target damage and gives 1 to 3 AP back, 3 hits. He has AP generation. Purification deals single target medium light damage, increased damage at B. Follow up. Deals medium single target light damage 1 hit. Damage increased for each free aim shot. Okay, so I need to see his gameplay tutorial first before I mess with any of this. You have From Fire and Assault 0 by default. From Fire is an ability Gustave had. Okay, let's see if resting at the bonfire is gonna give us maybe a player tutorial for him, because I need to see how he works first. Go through the forgotten battlefield to continue to the monolith. Let's go to sleep. I need a gameplay tutorial with him before I make those kind of decisions. Unless it's just gonna make me wing it. You seem like you know her, or something about her.
I'm really sorry I didn't arrive sooner. He was your brother?
Something like that.
Losing family is difficult.
I know. I know what you're going to say. You want to offer your condolences. You want to say something comforting. But I don't need it. I've had enough condolences. I've lost so many families now. I just need... Can you please go?
And kept the journal. Hope we don't get thrown into a fight before I start using Vessel's skills. Escapability unlocked. Swim. So you can go across water now. Well, here we are.
Head for the monolith.
Song.
Through the quarry to the north.
Well, there's a merchant here. You can swim now, right?
Swim suit on!
I like SK. Ever a good deal. Vintage. That's for CL. That's for Maelle. We have so many. Let's shop to make ourselves feel better. Needless to say, I adore this game. They handled that death very well. And I definitely did not expect that to happen. This whole time I was thinking there was some timeline stuff going on, and maybe the white-haired man was Gustave from like a different timeline, or there was some time inversion stuff going on there, but that's not the case, clearly. Do I have a map here? So we're still at Stonewave Cliffs, but now we can swim around to places up there, I guess. He told us to go north. I'm still kind of processing everything that just happened there. Damn, he swims fast. Crushing cabin. Probably should have checked, but I'm pretty sure that takes us back to Stonewave, just looking at the map. Time for swim. Any goodies? I figured there'd be some stashed somewhere on this island, or one of the islands. There's gonna be a lot for me to do here, isn't there? White tree. Yay. So is this where we're going now? Man, I don't even know where to go or where to begin. Let's go fight this guy. Let me at least get a taste of Verso, right? Before I start messing around. First strike still works the same. I mean, I didn't level him up at all though, so...
You're outmatched.
Verso is perfection. Verso gains perfection every time he deals damage or manages to parry or dodge. A higher perfection rank increases his damage. Some skills have additional effects at specific perfection ranks. Taking any damage removes one perfection rank, once per enemy turn. Now we're at D. Now we're at C. Assault 0, low earth damage 5 hits. Critical hits generate 1 additional perfection.
Here we go.
And now we're at B rank.
Flames, engulf my blade.
Oh, I messed with my, yeah, it did. It messed with my load order. I don't even have CL anymore. I gotta fix that. Okay, so let's just do Wildfire and try and get this 5 done so I can mess with that.
Bring it on.
Danger!
And we know how this one works. He's dead next pick anyway, even if I missed. Okay, we leveled up some stuff. Alright. So I know how to fix this. Move Lune. Maelle can stay, and then put CL in. And that should just work now. So I need a flag, like, immediately. I could just go back to camp and mess with his skills. I'll at least finish exploring this, though. This little island.
Nice.
Energize and heal. Anything back here? Yeah, let's get ourselves on an island where we're supposed to. He moves so fast in the water, way faster than I expected him to for a big guy.
Time for a swim.
Time for a swim. So let's hit this island then.
Mr. Swimmer.
It's merchant. There's an outfit for Lune. We'll take that. That actually looks kind of nice. More haircuts and a civilian outfit for Maelle. Anything else hidden on this place? There is not. Alright, let's go back to camp and let's look at Verso's skills. Let's take a look. Grade his attributes first. So if we're going to be using the weapon we have currently equipped, then it's going to be agility and look, and I'll probably give him some vitality just because it would make sense to. First things first, let's make sure before we start investing that we're actually going to use that weapon. So this is buffing the hell out of his perfection, which makes him do more damage. Yeah, we'll use this weapon. So let's look at his skills. We have a lot to ponder this episode in terms of skills and stuff like that. Okay, so mark and shot. Gustave had that. It was working really good for Gustave. Perfect recovery. Recovers 50% health and dispels status effect. That that's going to be useful regardless of what we end up doing with him, so we'll take that. Purification. Deals single target medium light damage. Assault, Ascendant, Blitz, Speed Burst, Overload, Paradigm Shift. Okay, so I want the, I want Paradigm Shift for sure. He seems like a buffer with some of the stuff. Perfect Break, Blitz, Radiant Slash, Light Holder, Endbringer. He seems like he might be a buffer. I definitely want Paradigm Shift. Medium single target light damage, 5 hits. At completion, gains 1 rank, and if it's a A rank, then I get 2 AP. I definitely want some AP generation here, for sure. And a D rank gives more perfection, so if we open with Quick Strike, then our damage buff will get up faster. So let's get Quick Strike. And then we definitely want Paradigm Shift. I already got Perfect Recovery. There's more AP gen, but we'd have to work all the way down this tree for it. Man, if I'd known that I was going to have to redo all this, I might have done this off camera. But I guess it works out, right? So let's do Purification. And then Blitz. I want to get down to our next AP gen. And then we could do Light Holder. And we have 5 points left, so that's 4. Deals low single target damage, 1 hit. Uses weapon's element, increased damage at each cast. And it only costs 2 AP if we're at S rank. What does it mean by increased damage at each cast? Like every time you use it in a fight, it does more damage the more times you use it in a single encounter? Powerful leadership. This gives AP to other allies. That's interesting. Let's do powerful. So he can at least buff a little, and then I definitely want... Holy shit, that costs 9. Extreme light damage to all enemies, but it only costs 5 if we're at S rank. Okay, we want Phantom Stars for sure. I guess I'll start saving up on that. Alright, let's dip into this. So we want Quick Strike to be first, because that's going to be our opener. We're going to be opening with that regardless. We'll follow up with Assault 0, because that's D, and it gives more perfection. Theoretically, that would get us to B, which makes increased damage on Assault 0. And then this is going to give us our AP back if we're at A rank, which Assault 0 hypothetically would do for us. At C rank, Radiant Slash deals juicy damage. We're gonna have Paradigm Shift there. Mark and Shot will be good. I don't know about Purification. I might switch Purification out for one of the party buffs. Purification would also be good. Or Perfect Recovery, rather. So let's do Perfect Recovery, I guess. And then we have Paradigm Shift for the AP gen. Let me go back into his skills for a second. Follow up, overload, speed burst, ascendant assault, perfect break, burden, powerful leadership, phantom stars. Oh, I need this too. This applies mark. Okay, so I need to save up for mark next, I think. Alright, let's go into his attributes. So we're using the weapon that has a B scaling and agility, and I think agility makes you play more too. Although I haven't noticed that giving us any juice throughout most of the rest of the game so far, but let's... We need to sink a lot into agility because that's our B scaling. Maybe around 30. I assume 30-ish is where like the soft cap kind of begins. The next we have to invest in is luck because that's our next scaling, and it's also going to help us crit, so maybe like 20. You definitely need some vitality because no vitality is not going to be good for us. If you get hit, I don't want you to fall over immediately, so let's do 14 has you over 1,000. Do I want to give you some defense too? It increases your crit rate. Okay, so now you have 10 in that. We have 4 points left over. So we can do 4 points in Might or get him up to 18 vitality. If we go to 18 vitality, that does not give him much more health. What does it do for your attack power if we give you 4 Might? Okay, I'm okay with that spread, I think. He has some more beef. CL is the only other character that has a level up. If 30 is the break point, which I'm not sure, but at least if I give you 30, then you're at least on par with Verso. Because I don't know when he... It says agility makes you play more, but I haven't noticed if it actually does or not, and I don't want him to start overtaking her in the load order. Because she needs to have a decent amount of turns too. And you really do need some defense. You have no defense at all. Do I bother with my... Maybe we just start like branching out now and start leveling this stuff up. Let's do that. She got some decent buffs out of that. In terms of skills, how many skill points you have to play with? 4. So Plentiful Harvest is the one that I can get right now. That deals medium single target physical damage, consumes all foretell on a target, and gives 1 AP to a party member for each foretell consumed. So I can max out someone's AP instantly with Plentiful Harvest. Let's do that. I've been kind of using her as an offhand buffer anyway. That's the party heal. That's my main 2 before I go into Twilight. This is my big beefo when I'm in Twilight. And this is my low AP cost to get into it in the first place. I don't even know what to remove for that. Because I use all of her stuff pretty successfully right now. Maybe we drop Phantom Blade. Because Phantom Blade is the one that I'm not using much. Theoretically. She should be using this when she's in Twilight. This to get into Twilight, which would free up this slot. So I think I'll go that build for her for now. Alright, we gotta get going on something here, because I've had one fight this whole time. Let me quickly make sure that we have no conversations to be had here. Okay, nothing changed. Then let's rest. Let's rest and get back to what we were doing. Alrighty. We fighting this guy? Wrong. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Just try it.
Okay. So we're not fighting Sprung. He just one-shot my whole party. So, no, we won't send in the reserve team. We will hail it back many inches. We'll mess with Sprung at a later date, needless to say. I mean, we could always... No, we shouldn't. I was gonna say we could always go back
Time for
and explore the other stuff, but I don't think we should do that yet.
Well, that will help.
Can I walk through here to at least get some practice with Verso? I can. It seems like the difficulty is ramping up here, so I want some practice.
Let's carve a path.
So quick strike is the one that gets us into high perfection. Easy on the big guy. Yeah, that put us into what, B. You can use just one of you to get there. Now I'll give you focused photo. You're gonna get 10 stacks right away. You're already in Virtuose. Because I want to mess around with Verso, I'm just gonna burn you down with 3 shots. And then... we still have 7, man. Let's just let it play out a little, because I wanna... like I said, I wanna mess with him.
Let's dance.
Try me.
Right. Right. Thank you.
Look out!
That's the last one.
Let's carve a path.
Alright, so now you're at rank B. So the follow-up would be Assault 0 because you get increased damage at rank B. And this should put us into A, which would be Light Holder or...
Here we go.
Okay, he's pretty chunky. Then if we wanted to just get into Twilight with her, we do this. Okay, so Verso gets spicy when his ranks go up, is what I'm seeing there. Granted, it's just a small scale enemy, it's not like he was a big beefer, but... you wrap around anywhere on this beach. I think you're a little faster, so... probably better to explore with him when you can. Another mansion entrance. Or manor. It is. Hello, interesting room. Observatory. Are there any hidden switches that I gotta pull in here? There's usually loot or something around somewhere. The jumping puzzle. My favorite. Hello. The outfit for Verso. Figured there might be something cheeky somewhere in here. How do I, yeah. Yeah. Across? Yeah.
An advantage.
Shape of energy. Any goodies? One's locked. And where did this take us? Okay, bottom right on the front door now. And this will rock us back. Correct. Okay, so well, we've been going around 30 minutes, and that's usually where I like to split this up. I guess the beach we're heading to is over there, towards the monolith. But this is probably a pretty good spot for me to split this one up, all things considered. I'm sorry nothing really happened here. This ended up just being a Verso episode. But anyways, thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out those links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with more Expedition 33. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.